Hi, I just wanted to talk briefly about the role of fear in addiction. I know I spoke the other evening about the fear of quitting alcohol and all the sort of the fears and the nervous thoughts and anxiety that surrounds that, like, losing friends and your social circle and, losing almost a sense of identity and all of that. But there's also a lot of fear attached to other addictions, and there's a fear of failures. Well, because a lot of people who are in an addiction have an underlying sort of low self-esteem, and the addiction can boost that. So it's a feeling of, well, without my addiction, without this behavior, I'm nobody. What am I going to do? Even though they know that the behavior is ultimately destructive. And a lot of these fears they can feel well founded. They can feel totally justifiable, and anybody, whether you're in an addiction or not, can justify fears. We all have them. We all have these anxieties about things, worries about things in the future. And more often than not, these fears never happen. They don't. They amount to a hill of beans. They're sort of they're made up. They're in your mind. You grow these monsters in your head, and you fear the worst, and it rarely happens. And with addiction and overcoming an addiction, ultimately you'll have to face those thoughts and those fears and really look at, well, why is there a fear of failure? Why is there a fear of rejection? Because actually you might even succeed. And more often than not, with a bit of dedication, you will succeed. And then some people will fear success because, oh, what happens if I succeed and then I fall off the wagon? Well, everybody's human, and relapsing and having a slip or relapse, that's also part of the process. It happens. So building up all these fears, it's like you're building these obstacles. And for the most part, a lot of the time, while they do feel justified, and you can justify them with every example and possibility that you want to, very often they're just unfounded, because they're created in your mind about things that may never happen and probably will never happen. Because with the right support and the right support and the right therapy or the right approach, you can overcome your addiction. So that's really all I wanted to mention about how fear is really, and everybody feels this, it's totally normal, it's a part of the human condition. The what if, oh gosh, this is, how will I deal with failure? How will I deal with success? It's like no matter what way you turn, you're going to find an obstacle. But more often than not, that obstacle is just, it's a figment of your imagination, and really taking it day by day and getting the right approach and the right supports can get you through it very, very successfully, because ultimately everybody can overcome an addiction. So on that note, have a lovely evening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.